96 and is now Michelle Kwan's main rival, beating the American in 6 of their last 8 meetings. On Tuesday night in the short program, she finished second to Kwan by only 1 judge. For Slutskaya, it now comes down to 4 minutes in the long program. 4 minutes to validate a lifetime of work. 4 minutes to fulfill a childhood dream. And for all their success in Olympic figure skating competition, the Russians have never won a ladies' gold medal. In fact, they have only 1 medal of any kind. That was a bronze won in Sarajevo by Kira Ivanova. Here she is skating in Sarajevo. She would claim the bronze medal, the only Soviet or Russian medal in the ladies' competition. She's on the right with Rosalind Sumner as the silver medalist on the left and the gold medalist Katarina Witt. So it could be history made if Slutskaya can win tonight. A lot of skating coming your way throughout the evening. We'll be back for more coverage of the ladies' free skate a little later on.
Brown loves the chase. Brown tells me exactly when our customers receive their shipments. Brown tracks down the names, and that lets me bill faster. Brown helps me shake the money tree. Brown makes my job kind of fun, in a dead serious sort of way.
Get paid faster. What can Brown do for you?
Take away the cameras, take away the crowds, take away the medals and the clock, the other athletes and the judges. And what do you have left? A really fit guy who needs a job.
Monster is proud to find great jobs for our U.S. Olympians and millions of other Americans.
The romance, the beauty, the world of Ralph Lauren. Polo.com.
I want my baby back. 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 Ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Chili's baby back ribs.
Barbecue sauce.
The Saab 9-3. Exhilarating handling. Gripping traction control. And the addictive 205 horsepower turbo. Contact your Saab dealer for a test drive. Just don't get carried away. Right now, lease a Saab 9-3 SE 5-door starting at $299 a month for 36 months. For details, see your Saab dealer.
Our views from above the 2002 Olympic Winter Games are brought to you by Goodyear, which reminds you to take all of life's journeys on the wings of Goodyear. And as we come back to you in Salt Lake City or from Salt Lake City, we have this postscript to the women's bobsled soap opera, As the Sled Turns, they're calling it. You'll recall a few months ago, Jean Racine dumped her friend Jen Davidson in favor of the stronger Gia Johnson. On Saturday, 3 days before the competition here, Racine wanted to replace Johnson, who had aggravated a hamstring injury. So she made a call to Vanetta Flowers, asking Flowers to abandon her driver, Jill Bakken. Flowers said no, telling Racine she was loyal to Jill. And it would seem her loyalty was rewarded. She'd get the gold with Bakken. Racine and Johnson ended up 5th. Okay, the women's hockey final is in the 3rd period. With 1 second to go at the end of the 2nd period, the Canadian team scored to establish a 3-1 lead over Team USA, which has beaten them 8 straight times prior to the Olympics. But this is the one that counts. Here are Kenny Albert, Joe Micheletti, and Lisa Brown-Miller.
Women's ice hockey gold medal game. Just over 6 minutes to play. Team Canada leading Team USA 3-1.
Team USA can't get out of their zone. Here's Canada again.
And now an offside with exactly 6 minutes to go.
Canada with the 3-1 lead. They got on the scoreboard early in the first period. As Wallet in front, after Piper gets to the front of the net, Wallet makes it 1-0. And then on the power play, King ties it. Wickenheiser comes back with that shot to make it 2-1. And then great chance here off the post to keep it 2-1. And the long pass. Look at the play with the hand by Hefford. 1 second remaining in period number 2. They lead 3-1 after 2. That's where we stand here in the third.
The U.S. has had 10 power plays in the game, over 15 minutes of power play time, but have scored just once. Five and a half remaining. Shots 28-26 Canada. The Canadian goaltender King St. Pierre has been outstanding.
And Lindsey Wall is out of the lineup right now. That's who Chris Bailey has replaced on defense, which means the forwards up front, they're shuffling around a little bit too.
Wall just 16 years of age, the youngest American athlete in the games. An opportunity in front for Goyette. Rolled off her stick. Kept alive by Campbell, the Team Canada captain. Wickenheiser far side for Campbell. 5 minutes to go. Held up along the boards by Julie Chu.
I think Ben Smith is making the changes on defense because he wants more offense for Team USA coming from the point.
Richard Dunn shoots in for Team USA. Jenny Potter dropping it off. Karen Bai sends one around for Sue Mers. Mers had her shot blocked. Outlet pass intended for Bayshard, sent back the other way by Kennedy. Jennifer Bonnerill cutting to her left. Wrist shot, stick save, covered by DaCosta.
The #1 news show on television is Crossing Jordan. And Monday, the search begins for a missing child.
I'm not giving up on this baby.
All new Crossing Jordan, NBC Monday.
Perhaps smaller print makes you feel inadequate? A talking phone book is complete and easier for people to relate to. Talking phone books, bigger print, better information, more to say.
Sky 4 brings you closer to news in every corner of the upstate. More coverage from where you live with rapid response to news as it happens. Closer to the action with clearer images from the upstate's most powerful news camera. No one covers the upstate like the Sky 4 team. Only on WYFF News 4. Live, local breaking news.
Is building the toughest truck in America for 25 years in a row luck? Is outselling the competition for 15 years coincidence? No, it's total truck domination. Right now, get 0% financing or up to $2,500 cash back on America's #1 selling trucks, F-150 and Ranger. In fact, 5 of the top 10 best-selling vehicles in America are Fords. After all these years, we're not just building trucks, we're building a dynasty. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Team USA goes back on the power play as Kelly Bayshard takes the tripping call. 3:56 remaining. Bayshard coming to help out in front. Cammie Granato goes to the ice. And for Team USA, if they have any chance at all to come back in this game, they have got to get something going on this power play.
I think Ben Smith is being given a warning by the referee, Stacey Livingston, for not sending his players out quick enough.
Well, we saw on a face-off earlier, if they weren't there, that linesman, she actually just dropped the puck, and the U.S. center wasn't even there yet.
We've seen everything else. We might as well see that.
Power play number 11 for the U.S. Canada has had just 4, yet they lead the game 3-1. Team USA 1 for 10 on the power play. Paramountzy on the right point. Jenny Potter back out to Mounsey. Karen Bai shoots, score!
They'll move the puck around. The pass, watch Heaney redirect it. I believe right over a goaltender. And that power play goal brings Team USA back to within one at 3-2. Hard, low shot by Karin Bai, and I think it directs off Heaney past the goaltender. We have a one-goal game.
Third goal of these Olympics, 8th career Olympic goal for Karin Bai, Mounsey, and Potter, the assists at 16:27. Second assist of the game for Mounsey. Canada has iced the puck. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in a one-goal game.
Karin Bai did a nice shot. Nice job keeping that shot low. You never know if somebody's going to tip the shot there, and Heaney was the one who did it for her. What I liked about that power play, too, though, is that the Americans were patient. They were being pressured on the boards. They finally got it worked over to Bai so that she could get that shot off.
Second power play goal for the U.S. Granado down the right wing in front. Bayshard was there for Team Canada. At even strength, Canada outscored the U.S. tonight 3-0. 2:45 remaining. Canada leading the U.S. 3-2. The shots 29-27 Canada. Shuchuk falls on the puck with 2:41 on the clock.
And talking with Shuchuk right before the game, she was real relaxed. She was ready to play. Asked her what she did today before the game. If they skated, she said, no, we just sort of hung out, took a little bike ride on the stationary bikes there in the village, and said that the team was just real relaxed and ready to play.
Face-off controlled by Team Canada. If the game finishes tied, they would play a 20-minute sudden death overtime. If it remained tied, they would go to a shootout. U.S. trailing by a goal. 2.5 to play. Karin Bai, who scored the last goal for the U.S., waiting for teammates to come out of the zone and then shoots in. Courtney Kennedy quickly ahead to Tricia Dunn, lost it in her skates. Sent in deep by Shelley Looney. 2 minutes remaining. Suahara for Team Canada. Bottled up from behind by Chu. Blocked off by Sue Burns. Held in the zone by Team Canada. Heffer had her shot blocked as Burns gave up her body. Held in along the boards by Dupuis. Botterill with the puck. Goaltender DaCosta got a stick on it. Pounded up the boards by Looney, not out. Down to 1:30.
At even strength, Canada's been the better team. You see here, the U.S. can't get out of their own zone.
Finally, it's cleared by Ruggiero. Down to 1:15 offside as the puck was touched by Shuchuk. Not a smart play because now the face-off comes down into the Team Canada zone.
Yeah, exactly right. Intentional offside, so the face-off goes all the way down. And for Team USA, as Ben Smith calls the timeout, Team USA has had a difficult time bringing the puck up the ice, making plays, and finding any room when both teams have been at even strength.
And this is a big face-off for Team USA. They want to win this and get a shot out of it. If I were Coach Smith, I would go with Chrissy Wendell or Jenny Potter. Both those players have been leading them on face-off, and they want to be able to control this and get something out of it.
And for Canada, they've been outstanding on face-offs throughout the Olympics. Haley Wickenheiser has been tremendous.
And St. Pierre, she did an outstanding job the last World Championships. This is when Ben Smith had said, you know what, they shouldn't call this hockey. They should call this goalie. Here the U.S. team was just doing everything they could to put the puck in the net. And you can see St. Pierre, she's just all over the place, stopping the puck left and right with anything that she can. And that's what she's doing right now for Team Canada.
She's allowed 2 goals in this game, both on deflections. One by Team USA, one by her own teammate.
Both on shots from the point on the power play. The U.S. net is empty. Team USA with the extra skater, trailing 3-2. Mounsey back to get it. 1 minute remaining. Gold medal game. Granado chasing. Plays the puck left wing boards. Carries in behind the net. Granado stick handling. Bottled up by Suahara. Shot around by Wickenheiser. Out of the zone. Down to 45 seconds. Wickenheiser stays on the ice. Her line mates change up. Shoot shot with the puck. Empty net. Blocked off by Mounsey. Down to 30 seconds. Icing. Team USA. 27 seconds remaining. Team Canada and head coach Danielle Sauvageau 27 seconds away from doing something their men's team has not accomplished in 50 years. Win an Olympic gold medal.
Tom Rennie, a former Canadian coach that coached the Olympic team, told her that if you have passion, you can be a coach. She's got passion.
DaCosta back in. Potter wins the draw from Wickenheiser. Down to 25 seconds. Canada leading the U.S. 3-2. 15 seconds remaining. Keller chasing for Canada. 6 skaters on 5. Big hit along the boards. Under 10 seconds. Potter far side. 5 seconds. Broken up by Botterill. Team Canada wins their first women's ice hockey Olympic gold medal. A game-winning goal scored on a breakaway with 1 second remaining in the second period. The U.S. won the gold in Nagano by a 3-1 score. Canada holds on for a 3-2 victory and their first gold medal in women's Olympic ice hockey here in Salt Lake City. 3-2, the final score. Way to go.
Hey, Shrimp, how's it going? You like that little dude?
Okay.
She's not your daughter, but if you give her a ride home after school, she might as well be. Carpooling on the wings of Goodyear.
We still get up with the birds like Grandpa did. But we don't do everything he did.
We quit using toothpaste.
Why use toothpaste?
When your whole mouth needs protecting.
Not just your teeth.
What about your gums and your breath?
What we need is a whole mouth paste.
Triple protection. Aquafresh does it all. It's 3 different toothpastes in one.
Works through the day to keep your teeth strong.
Keeps your gums healthy, too.
And your breath clean and fresh.
Aquafresh works as hard as we do.
It's the whole mouth paste.
Chevy Tahoe is the only large SUV with the security of AutoTrack 4-wheel drive, so you can impress people. Or avoid them altogether. Chevy Tahoe, like a rock.
Tuesday, NBC presents to you
The Gift of Frasier.
2 Frasiers. First, a special early Frasier at 8/7 Central, followed by the big premiere of Watching Ellie starring Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Then another all-new Frasier with Michael Keaton. Yeah! Followed by an all-new Scrubs. Got it?
I'm just trying to get the sequence right.
Okay, first, an early Frasier at 8. The premiere of Watching Ellie, another all-new Frasier, and an all-new Scrubs. It all happens Tuesday on NBC.
More jubilation for the Canadian women. Now, obviously, in the United States, many fans are all worked up about the USA women's hockey team and their success in Nagano. But remember, in hockey, in Canada rather, hockey is something close to a national religion. So this really means something for them tonight. They had lost 8 straight to the American team. They win the gold medal game tonight, 3-2. Now, this late news. Early this evening, the Russian team pledged to pull out of these Olympics if their concerns about perceived judging irregularities are not addressed. These include charges that the Czech Republic men's hockey team was given too many power plays in last night's quarterfinal, a game which was won by the Russians 1-0. Also, Russian officials protested the pre-race disqualification today of 5-time gold medalist Larissa Luzatina from the 4x5 cross-country relay for a high red blood cell count, which usually indicates blood doping for the purpose of increased endurance. But the Russians say it was attributable to Luzatina's menstrual cycle. Also, the Russians are complaining that too much blood was drawn from biathlete Pavel Rostestev in a pre-race test. And they're still upset by the decision to award a second gold medal to the Canadian figure skating pairs team after allegations that a French judge was pressured to vote for the Russians. Now, high-level Olympic sources are speculating tonight that the Russians are airing these grievances, at least in part, as a public relations move to distract attention from the team's thus far mediocre showing here, but also perhaps as a way of exerting some pressure on the judging tonight at figure skating and on the officiating at tomorrow night's U.S.-Russia's men's quarterfinal hockey game. We'll continue to follow this story, and when we come back, we'll go over to figure skating on this final night of the ladies' competition.
Chevy, the cars you can depend on, the cars that last.
Now, Skip developed an interesting habit at work last week, didn't you, Skip? All of a sudden, he has to print everything in color. I tell him, Skip, it's about the money. Even our white papers are in color.
Actually, Mr. Arnold, color isn't that expensive anymore. There's even an affordable color printer that's faster than 90% of the printers out there. Skip's ahead of the curve.
People love Papa John's.
Using their expensive sauce, they'll never last.
For 17 years, you've helped us prove that better ingredients make a better pizza. And to celebrate our 17th anniversary, we're offering you 2 large, 1-topping pizzas for only $12.99.
Critics are united. Jean Shalit Ray's Heart's War is excellent. It's an absorbing drama with a maze of tension, suspense, and surprise. Newsweek declares it's expertly plotted, and it's the best film of the new year. Heart's War. Rated R. Now playing.
Introducing the GE Logic Book Portable Ultrasound System. An incredible breakthrough that makes diagnostic sonograms available anytime, anywhere, to anyone.
The ladies' free skate is underway at the Salt Lake Ice Center, counting 2/3 of the final score. And the second group of skaters on the ice warming up now. The medal contenders will be skating later in the evening. And of course, expected to fight it out for the gold, Michelle Kwan, Irina Slutskaya, still friendly rivals after all these years. That embrace a couple of nights ago after the short program. And so here are the standings coming into the free skate. The top 6 comprise the final group that will be on the ice. Michelle Kwan leads, Irina Slutskaya second, Sasha Cohen in third, and Sarah Hughes still in contention for a medal in 4th place. And Sasha Cohen and her 72-year-old coach John Nix have at times been like a running vaudeville act, and Nix knows his protege has many different sides to her personality.
I think she is tempestuous at times. I think she is flirtatious at times. I think she's challenging at times. I think she's beautiful all the time.
I don't think I'm really intimidated by anyone. I'm just not that kind of person. Once I'm on the ice, I have a great time and I look at it as a challenge. I'm not really thinking about the pressure of it, and I'm not nervous.
Will you try the quad then in Salt Lake City?
You know, I think that I'll be able to do it there, but it's going to be a lot of hard work.
John, can you answer that too, please?
Apparently, I've received my instructions.
Right, there we go. There's your quad. There is your quad.
But Sasha and her coach decided to leave the quad at home. It was too risky. And 2 nights ago, she displayed brilliance, finishing 3rd in the short program.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Sasha Cohen and the Winter Olympics and caution don't seem to go together in my mind at all.
Proof of that this morning.
I'm trying to figure out exactly which positions I should use going in.
Well, do you remember that you said you liked that?
She eliminated the quad as too risky, but plans a difficult triple-triple combination tonight. One she's never landed in competition, and one that caused her to fall twice this morning. Well, maybe the problem was her cat Mia wasn't with her. A couple of days ago, her dad Roger bought a seat for Mia on the plane, and despite the fact that Mia got loose at one point and he was on his hands and knees searching for the cat, the kitty cat Mia is back reunited with Sasha, and all is well in Sasha's world. Perhaps that's her secret weapon. More skating coming up later.
Okay, Tom, all may be well in Sasha's world with the cat and whatnot, but all is not well with the Russian delegation. You heard our report a while ago. They're protesting perceived judging irregularities. They say they have, quote, been humiliated at these games, and they are pledging that if something is not addressed to their satisfaction, that they will pull their team out of the Olympic Games. Do you perceive any effect at all on the 3 Russian skaters involved tonight, or any talk out there at that venue about any pending action by the Russians?
Well, Bob, we know that all 3 Russian skaters are here. In fact, just a few minutes ago, Irina Slutskaya, who is in 2nd place and a real contender for the gold medal, arrived here. She was the last of the 3 Russian skaters to arrive, but she is in the house, so all 3 Russian skaters are here. The effect it will have on the judges, however, remains to be seen. The story broke about 5 o'clock. Competition began here at 5:50, so they may have already been at the venue when the story broke. But there is a TV set back where the coaches take their break when the ice is being resurfaced. There's the Russian judge. And you have to think that if they know of this, it's going to be real pressure on the Russian judge and the whole panel for the figure skating competition tonight.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Of course, we'll be back to you shortly, and we'll have more from Salt Lake City right after this.
Coming up, fabulous Finn Sampa Lionen, after victories in the individual and relay events, begins pursuit of the Nordic combined golden hat trick in the sprint. Plus, at 3 World Championships, it's been Michelle Kwan first, Irina Slutskaya second. Will there be Russian revenge tonight? The ladies figure skating finale ahead from the Salt Lake Games.
Hey, everybody knows Julia Louis-Dreyfus from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Well, did you know she has a new comedy, NBC Tuesdays, called Watching Ellie? Critics already love it. Entertainment Weekly says it's smart, likable, and leaves you wanting more.
This next tune is a little bit romantic.
Watching Ellie, NBC Tuesday, 8:30, 7:30 Central.
The one and only Peter Pan is back in Disney's Return to Neverland. And now, BILO customers have a special opportunity to see this all-new adventure. Next time you shop, simply buy 4 participating items and you can get a ticket voucher courtesy of Bilo to see Disney's Return to Neverland. You're gonna love it. Disney's Return to Neverland is now playing only in theaters. Bilo, everybody's favorite way to save.
It's just a name that's redefined an entire industry. And it just so happens to be the best-selling SUV in the world. Ford Explorer, with over 108 innovations like independent rear suspension for a smoother ride. Not available among leading competitors. So maybe it's not just a name. It's a name with no boundaries written all over it. Available now with 0% financing or up to $2,500 cash back. Visit your Carolina Ford dealer today.
NBC's unique angle and information you've been watching during our ski jumping coverage was brought to you exclusively by new AccuView 2 Colors brand contact lenses. AccuView, advancing the science of sight.
Another gorgeous day at Utah Olympic Park. Today, for the first time in Olympic history, a new event called the Sprint, where the Nordic combined athletes combine jumping and cross-country skiing.
Hello again, everyone. Along with Jeff Hastings, Mike Breen on hand, the Olympic debut of this sprint event. And what makes it so exciting is you have just one jump on the large hill plus a quick cross-country race. That means no margin for error.
No margin for error, nowhere to hide out here. These athletes, they love this large hill, and they're finally getting a chance to show their stuff flying it out here. Tomorrow in cross-country, 7.5 kilometers only. There's no place to hide. You got to sprint it the whole way. It's an extreme event.
USA has never won a Nordic combined medal. Do the Americans have a shot in this event?
They got as good a shot in this event as they did before. Bill DeMong is coming on so strong. Todd Lodwick, a favorite for a medal coming in here, has skied well. He's got an opportunity here again today to do it up.
DeMong with just his one jump, and we're set to go.
DeMong, part of the United States squad that finished 4th in the Nordic combined team event. That's the best U.S. finish ever.
And he has really used this event, these Olympics, as a coming out party for himself. He was very much in the shadow of Todd Lodwick. His jumping here has really been fantastic, and he loves this big jump. Very aggressive on the takeoff. Timing looks good, went a little bit with the arms there. Turning it over now, beautiful jump for Bill DeMong. Among the longest we've seen out here in this first round. Let's see what happened with his arm there. He reaches with that right arm. Seemed to be a little bit off balance. Reaching, brings it back around, and now he's flying it. Driving with the legs, reaching with that chin. Finishes it decently. Great start for Bill.
So DeMong in 6th place. For still the elite competitors still to come. DeMong, an up-and-comer. Here's one of those elite competitors from Finland, Jaakko Tallis, already with a gold and a silver in these games.
And he's only 20 years old. He has just ruled these jumps. It'll be interesting to see what he can do on the large hill here. Timing looked great. A lot of height, rolling it over there now. Downtown, Tallis takes it to the pit. And this sprint event really favors the skills that he has. He's a great jumper. He gets a jump on the big hill. Look at this, from a glider, looking over his shoulder, you get a sense for how high he was up there and how far he took it. But this event favors him. He gets one jump on this big hill, and he doesn't have to run as far tomorrow. Not as strong a cross-country skier is Tallis compared to some of the guys we're still to see.
What an Olympic debut for Tallis, in 1st place, setting himself up for a possible 3rd medal. Now Austria's Mario Stecher, who won a bronze in the team event, his 1st medal in his 3rd Olympic Games.
Great for him. The Austrians do such a fantastic job of managing what little talent they have. They got 4 guys out here. They make them all count. Stecher, not as good at cross-country, needs a long jump, short of Tallis. So he's going to have to really run tomorrow in the cross-country to try and make this up. It looked like his feet sort of kicked off in front of him. He did a great job keeping that upper body low, but you need to kick through the foot to get the forward momentum. Here he's hanging back just a bit, and that makes all the difference.
Stecher looks up at the scoreboard and puts him in 2nd place, right behind Tallis. Next up, Japan's Daito Takahashi had a 12th place finish in the other individual event. He's only 21. This is 1st Olympics.
The younger guys tend not to be as fast as the cross-country which develops later. So Takahashi has to nail one here. Give himself a great start. Beautiful jump. Long and over it. Very, whoa, hold on. Cleared that fall line, so no marks for touching, though the style probably won't be as good since he was unsteady on that landing. Takahashi needs to get the advantage in the jumping to give himself a little bit of a buffer. He had a solid jump here, but not enough to put himself out in front and coast tomorrow.
And again, a big save on the landing for Takahashi. Even though he doesn't have a medal, he's performed consistently at these games. And he moves into second, ahead of Stecher, but still behind Tallis, who is the leader. And American hopeful Todd Lodwick still the jump, ranked 4th in World Cup standings. Lodwick and the elite jumpers up ahead.
AT&T presents Perform Without Limits. With less than 3 minutes to go, Belarus scores and upsets Sweden with a 4-3 victory.
And they'll change. Both teams change. Shot Salah lost it. He lost it. They score! A shot from center. Vladimir Kopat. Belarus wins it 4-3.
AT&T encourages you to perform without limits.
For 4 years, we were together every minute. These days, I see him maybe once a year. But just get 2 of us on the phone, and there's a party going on.
Introducing a new concept in long distance. AT&T Unlimited. $19.95 a month for unlimited long-distance calls to any other AT&T residential long-distance customer. All 50 million of them, no matter what plan they're on. Just call 1-800-REACH-OUT to enroll in AT&T Unlimited. And for $19.95, make all the calls you want. Talk as long as you want, whenever you want to AT&T customers. Plus, it's just 7 cents a minute to anyone else.
Today, we're spread out everywhere, L.A., New York. But you'd be surprised how often we find ourselves back in that house.
Let your long distance be unlimited. Enroll in the AT&T Unlimited plan at 1-800-REACH-OUT or att.com/unlimited.
Whoever thought you'd get wrinkles and blemishes at the same time? Only Neutrogena Anti-Wrinkle Anti-Blemish Cream combines the #1 wrinkle fighter retinol with the #1 blemish fighter. For clearer, younger-looking skin, Neutrogena Anti-Wrinkle Anti-Blemish Cream.
Introducing the world's first truck with 4-wheel steering. The new GMC Sierra Denali with 325 horsepower and quadra-steer. Beats everybody, forwards and backwards. From professional-grade people come professional-grade trucks.
Presenting the first women's bobsled event in Olympic history.
This happens in competition. He's toast.
And while they'll do whatever it takes to win, all it takes to see it is your Visa card. The only card accepted at the Olympic Winter Games.
Welcome back to an event making its Olympic debut, the sprint. First day ski jumping. Jumping scores determine the staggered starting position for the 7.5-kilometer cross-country race tomorrow. Now American Todd Lodwick, 7th in the individual, 4th in the team event, both best ever finishes for an American.
He's 25 years old. He's been to 3 Olympics. He's in this game for the long haul. This is just another step on the way. Seemed to come away with the chest a little bit, fighting back to it now, and decent. But Todd Lodwick will have to run awfully hard tomorrow with that jump if he wants to be in the medals. Every 16 points is a minute head start in the cross country. And technically, he looks very good here. He just seems a little bit tight. You got to let it flow. You got to let it go. And I think he's really focusing on making the right move, which has put himself in a bit of a box here.
9th place, but the 3 top still to go. Now the man who's been the star of Nordic combined at these games, Finland's Sampo Lajunen, already with 2 gold medals and certainly a shot at a 3rd.
And Mike, I don't think he's broken a sweat yet in getting those gold medals. He has jumped so well and put himself in such great position. Whoa, and look at that height. Back, Sampo Lajunen out of here. And the Finn again. Looks like he will have a big lead in the cross country unless somebody can catch him. Technically great, low with the upper body, driving with the legs, moves it over to the right side there a bit, just came off the left a little bit, but a beautiful jump, and he makes it look easy.
It is all clicked for Sampo Lajunen.
Impossible for me to believe that this kid is just 22 years old. He is in such control out here.
And he's in a familiar spot at the top of the standings. Germany's Ronnie Ackermann. He won a silver in the team event, but for him, a disappointing fourth in the K90 individual.
Barry definitely wants to make a medal here. He has a jumping pedigree. He's comfortable with his big hill. Very strong skier. Watch the height he gets off the end. Right ski getting away from him there, brings it back in. That knee sort of bent, hanging. Not as far as Lajunen. So Ackermann will have to run tomorrow. But in the team event, we saw how fast he can run. This guy has got a blistering pace on the cross country. Feet came out underneath him a bit there. He seemed to be coasting and leaning back in the air. Not a very stylish skier, and reaching for the ground there. Had more in it if he just stayed with it.
But he moves into second, right behind Lajunen, who remains at the top of the standings. Now Felix Gottwald, the #1 Nordic combined athlete in the world coming into these games. He has 2 bronze medals thus far.
He says if he can be within 40 seconds of the top, he's comfortable with his cross-country skiing to catch anybody. He's back here now, hesitant, trying to make a move, but no, short jump for Gottwald. It's going to be very close if he's within a minute of Sampo Lajunen based on that jump. Timing looked late. He came high with the upper body. He's fighting the air here now. He needed to be more aggressive and more forward from that takeoff. In the individual event, everybody had checked him off after the jumping. He was in 11th place and then ran past everybody into that bronze medal position.
Well, he's back in 11th place after his jump. So the standings after the jumping portion of the sprint, 2-time gold medalist Sampo Lajunen in first. He'll have a 15-second start on Ronnie Ackermann, who's in second, and the Americans well back in 12th and 13th. So tomorrow, the 7.5-kilometer cross-country race will determine who wins the gold, silver, and bronze. Can Finland's Sampo Lajunen, who had 2 silvers in Nagano, win 3 golds in Salt Lake? We'll find out tomorrow.
TV Guide calls NBC's new comedy Leap of Faith the post-Friends show worth watching.
What an honor.
Yeah, that's good because Leap of Faith premieres next Thursday after Friends on NBC.
Checking out digital cameras?
Yeah, I need FireWire compatibility so that I can email my pictures.
Sure. This one also makes MPEG movies.
Really?
He's excited. It's for our baby. Congratulations. Considered any names yet?
Yeah, maybe Sony or Olympus, but you're the expert, right?
We know how you feel, and that's why we're here. Circuit City. We're with you.
How about an LCD screen?
LCD, chickenpox. We're gonna screen for everything.
4 reasons why you get more live, local, breaking news on WYFF News 4.
The commitment to cover the day's events responsibly.
The difference of more experienced reporters with the context, the knowledge, the access to take you closer to the story.
The promise of immediate, rapid response to news with Sky 4.
The pledge to cover more stories from your community.
Every day bringing you more live, local, breaking news. WYFF News 4.
Well, last night, Apollo Anton Ono won gold, but also ended up in his second disputed finish in his many races. With an update from the ever-lively short track, here are Ted Robinson and Eric Flame.
The day after short track's latest saga, the 2 principal characters returned to the ice for a practice session at the Salt Lake Ice Center. New gold medalist Apollo Anton Ono and South Korean Kim Dong-sung. Well, we've learned that short track is very captivating, but it's equally as confusing, Eric, and I think many are struggling to make sense of what they've seen in these last 2 nights of competition. As a former Olympic short track skater, can you make some sense of this?
Short track is a wild sport, especially when you get to the Olympic Games. You know, these skaters are reaching speeds in excess of 30 miles per hour. They are trying so hard to win a gold medal. Crashes, disqualifications, it's all a part of the game. But when the skaters go out here, they understand that.
Well, let's look at 2 incidents with vastly different interpretations. Last Saturday night, Apollo Ono wiped out in the final turn, fall caused by a Korean skater. Why no disqualifications here?
Well, in this particular instance, on the Korean skater, he just fell inadvertently. He was trying to make a pass. He slipped, he went down. Although Apollo Ono goes into the boards, there's no disqualification.
All right, now to last night. Final lap men's 1,500 meters. Why is Kim Dong-sung disqualified here?
Different set of circumstances. Apollo Ono makes a move from 5th all the way to 2nd place, and on the final lap right here, he tries to pass Kim Dong-sung. From a different angle, Apollo Ono in the 2nd position, setting up to make a pass on the inside of Kim Dong-sung, accelerates out of the corner, and you are not allowed to leave your lane. Think of it like a highway. The skaters have lanes. You are required to stay within your lane. Kim Dong-sung steps out with his foot and shoulder, thus impeding Apollo Ono, and the call is cross-tracking.
A nearly imperceptible move, but it cost Kim a gold. Predictably, there was outrage from Kim, from the Koreans, and from other skaters, including Italian Fabio Carta, who was in that race and had some regrettably harsh comments about the outcome. In fairness, it should be noted that 2 skaters, including the bronze medalist, Marc Gagnon, came out in support of Kim's disqualification. But as in baseball, where you cannot protest on a basis of a ball strike or safe out judgment call, the same applies in short track.
That's correct. The rules clearly state that you are not allowed to protest a race call. In this case, it was cross-tracking, which is a racing rule. The official cannot be overruled, therefore it stands.
So one more night of short track. Apollo Anton Ono has a shot at 2 golds, 1 in the men's relay and 1 in another matchup with Kim Dong-sung in short track's most exciting event, the men's 500 meter.
The purity of sport. And this update, the Korean Olympic Committee is attempting to have the result of that 1,500 overturned, claiming they're planning several different courses of action, including suing the Australian referee in a U.S. district court. This was Sung-in Park, head of the Korean Olympic delegation, at a press conference held about an hour ago.
The gold medal should be awarded to the athlete who finishes first, not to the athlete who is considered to be a crowd favorite. I'd like to emphasize the fact that the motto of the Olympic movement is Citius, Altius, Fortius. This is faster, higher, stronger. Thank you.
Like the Russians, the Korean delegation suggested they, too, are thinking of pulling out of the Salt Lake Games and even the next Summer Games in Athens. When we come back, we'll be live at figure skating for the ladies' free skate.
At Bank of America, we really wanted to participate in the Olympic Winter Games. But in the end, we decided to support the real athletes and stick to the things we do best, like defending your money with a leader in photo security check cards and credit cards.
In 5 days, something magical is in the air.
How wonderful!
Walt Disney Pictures presents an all-new movie, Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True.
You're a princess now. She won't even know the first thing about being a princess.
So much to learn, so little time.
I know I can do this. I just have to stop trying to be someone else. Cinderella's back!
The magic doesn't end at midnight.
Now that's more like it.
Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True. Own it on Disney DVD and video Tuesday, February 26th.
Shut it down.
Can't shut it down.
Override it.
Not responding.
Suki, もう寝る時間よ。
Hi.
How secure is your business? EDS. Security solved.
Oh, what a day.
The seating capacity of a minivan.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Capabilities of an SUV. The smooth ride of a luxury car. All in one, totally innovative package. The all-new Buick Rendezvous.
I guess we're not in Kansas anymore.
Buick Rendezvous. It's all good.
Are you Tiger Woods? Bonjour.
Congratulations.
Merci. Congratulations to you too.
What did I win?
Okay.
Vancourt mean? What's Vancourt mean? Does anybody speak French? Did she just ask me out?
Tom Hammond, Sandra Bezic, and Scott Hamilton at the Salt Lake Ice Center where the ladies' free skate is underway. This is the next to last group on the ice warming up, and just a few minutes ago, Michelle Kwan with the walk of a champion coming in, her dad Danny in tow with the suitcase. Michelle Kwan skates in the final group. She will be the next to last skater of the evening. She leads after the short program. And the Group 3 skaters are on the ice now, and the first to skate in this group will be Fumiya Suguri of Japan. And earlier this evening, one of her Japanese teammates, Yoshia Anda, tried to make a little history.
We mentioned in her short program that she's been working the triple axel all week in practice. Midori Ito is the first woman to ever land a triple axel in Olympic competition. Here it was. This was 3 minutes into her long program. See from Midori Ito, it's got it, go! Almost.
And Midori landed hers 10 years ago.
And we will see Fumiya Suguri of Japan when we return live to the ladies' free skate.
Wednesday. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't think I want to let you go.
Kelly Ripa on Ed, NBC Wednesday.
Chevy, the cars you can depend on, the cars that last.
Why are RE/MAX agents so successful selling your home or buying a new one? From birth, they're different.
To the future RE/MAX agent, play has purpose.
Hour 27. Subject becomes cell phone aware.
He exhibits real estate skills quite early.
Fascinating.
Identify tutor.
Correct. RE/MAX agents average more than 13 years experience, but their ability to respond to customers comes naturally. RE/MAX.
Sasha Cohen is stretching, getting ready backstage. She will be skating later on, and we'll have more figure skating coverage from the Salt Lake Ice Center when we come back.
NBC's coverage of the 19th Olympic Winter Games is brought to you by the people of Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate. By Chevy, the cars you can depend on, the cars that last, will be there. By Coca-Cola, refreshing the Olympic spirit since 1928. And by Walt Disney Pictures' The Rookie, coming to theaters March 29th.
Jimmy Morris is a small-town high school science teacher, but on March 29th...
You don't have dreams, you don't have anything. You talk about our dreams. What about you?
A simple bet will bring his major league dreams back to life.
We start winning, you try out for the major leagues.
All right.
It started as a simple bet.
I promised to try out. It was this thing to get the kids to start playing.
Now for his team.
Now it's your turn, Coach.
For his family.
We've got an 8-year-old boy. What are we telling him if you don't try now?
One man's extraordinary journey is about to begin.
To Coach Jimmy Morris, the man who taught us about wanting something more.
Dennis Quaid.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, Dad, bring the heat. Oh, my God!
The rookie.
Jimmy, come on, you're up. Just a second.
I'm not doing it.
Rated G. Starts Friday, March 29th.
Ladies free skate at the Salt Lake Ice Center. There are 12 skaters remaining. This is Group 3, the penultimate group of 6. As you see, Fumiya Suguri of Japan talking with her coach, Nobuo Sato, the 10-time. Doing now, trying to stay relaxed and stay loose. She'll skate in the last group.
They train their whole lives for competition and glory. For the thrill of victory
Back scratcher.
and the agony of the feat. But on March 15th, their greatest challenge will be saving mankind.
You're an embarrassment to nature. Do you know that?
Ice Age.
3, 2, 1.
Rated PG. March 15th, only in theaters.
Round and round, I'm coming back to you. My head is spinning round and round. Don't you know it's true? I'm moving in circles. Oh yeah, circles.
Back at the Ice Center where Fumia Seguri awaits her marks. And you mentioned Midori Ito.
We just came up with this tape of Midori Ito 12 years ago. Triple toe loop. 12 years ago in 1981.
12 years of age in 1981.
21 years ago, excuse me.
Time does fly. Midori doing some broadcasting while she's here in Salt Lake City, back to Japan. As you see the marks for technical merit and presentation.
And these are very good with, 12 skaters left in the event. These are very strong marks. She's ranked 7th in the world. She should be really happy with this effort. She skated very well.
It was a beautifully constructed program.
And next to skate, Vanessa Gusmeroli from France. She skated in Nagano, finishing 6th, bronze.
It's Rachel.
Now that he's told Ross, there's only one person left to tell.
I'm falling in love with you.
All New Friends, next Thursday on NBC.
After the Olympics on WYFF News 4.
I'm WYFF's Nigel Robertson. As you can see, the ice isn't for everyone, but this is where dreams begin. Tonight, you'll hear one little girl's story.
Good evening, I'm Michael Cogdell.
And I'm Carol Goldsmith. Plus, water in Anderson will cost more. The new rate tonight.
Also tonight, the execution of journalist Daniel Pearl. After the Olympic coverage, reaction from his friends and colleagues.
A beautiful day today, but how long will this mild weather last?
See you after the Olympics.
On WYFF News 4.
There is power in your workforce. Power you can use to automate your employee benefits programs. Meet the leader in HR and benefits management software, giving your employees full information about their benefits choices and the tools to make the right decisions anytime, anywhere. ProAct Technologies, putting benefits management in the right hands.
It happens just once every 4 years. Now you can make the memories last a lifetime. Call 1-866-78-SKATE to order the 2002 Olympic Figure Skating Video Collection. Witness the emotional drama and dazzling beauty. All the skating magic from Salt Lake City can be yours forever. Call toll-free 1-866-78-SKATE.
France's Vanessa Gusmeroli awaiting her marks.
Vanessa Gusmeroli, France. Marks for technical merit.
She's so strong and athletic. Sometimes you just got to let it happen. I really felt like she was trying to force everything because her timing was a little off, and these are disappointing marks for her. Again, she is a former world medalist. I think she was hoping for a lot better in this Winter Olympic Games.
I think she might be a little better on Canada, and we'll have her marks when we return to the Salt Lake Ice Center.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, and I bet they didn't have that insurance back then.
What? Affleck.
It gives your mommy money if she's sick and can't work.
What does? Affleck.
Pay attention.
To what?
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Years ago, one movie, one story, one director touched the world. Now, Steven Spielberg invites a new generation to discover
E.T. phone home.
what the rest of us will never forget. E.T. with never-before-seen footage and enhanced visual effects. E.T. the Extraterrestrial, rated PG. Only in theaters Friday, March 22nd.
Crowning a ladies Olympic champion tonight and hoping to join the immortals like Peggy Fleming. Peggy Fleming and Dorothy Hamill, two women that stole the hearts of millions to bring American figure skating back to national prominence after that tragic plane crash in 1961. It claimed the lives of the entire U.S. team. Story told, very special Olympic Dateline, Sunday, 7 Eastern and Pacific, here on NBC. With Michelle and Doug Lee at her side, Jennifer Robinson awaits her scores.
When Jennifer first sat down, she looked at her coaches and she said, I had that lunge, the jump she fell on. And that's the first thing a skater thinks of, is the one mistake you made.
Well, she did land 5 triples. The marks are a little up and down, but generally those should put her in pretty good condition.
Overall, though, she should be very pleased with that.
Well done.
And in her goal to remain in the top 10, she is currently in 2nd place, with many skaters yet to come, including Sarah Meyer, who's up next. In 9th place after the short program. She's from Switzerland, just 3rd at the 2002 European Championships and her first Olympics in her first full season of senior competition. And a little jittery, who wouldn't be? That was her aunt, Ava Fair, who is her coach.